Telling the truth about verbal abuse and confronting the abuser has unlimited healing power. Many people feel it helps their inner child to heal. Many people feel it helps their inner adult to heal. And many people feel that it brings them both together in a very empowering way. I'd like to begin by sharing a short, true story, very typical of what I receive. I received a phone call from a woman from Oklahoma. She said, last week I had you send your poem about verbal abuse to my brother-in-law. He was being so awful to my sister and the children, and I just couldn't stand it. So I was glad I found your process. Cost me $4. You send it anonymously. She said, what happened was when he first got it, he's like, well, what's this shit? Rah, 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 rah. Got defensive. 2 days later, he came to her and said, I'm wondering if maybe one of the children might have talked with one of the school counselors, and maybe the school sent this to me. She said, that's a good possibility. Well, he felt ashamed. He knew that someone was watching, even though he wasn't sure who, and he changed his behavior. She said it was like magic. He became clear that he was ashamed, he wanted to change, and he did change. And she's crying, bless her heart, about how happy she is that her sister is being treated well. She loves this man, how the children are doing so much better. Very exciting story. And these are the kinds of things that happen because someone is watching. It does make a difference. That mystery is very powerful. I've been doing anonymous giving, both as the grateful anonymous appreciator, sending honoring awards to people, and as the courageous anonymous truth teller with my Sassy Wake Up Call Awards, and of course also this poem. Both very important. Important aspects to staying safe. We do what we call the buddy system. So like, for example, when I do it at a school or a library, everybody gets a blank envelope with a poem, 1 page inside, and then they will absolutely have the other person address the envelope and mail it for them. That way, if they're ever confronted, did you send this to me? They can absolutely say, no, I did not. Someone else addresses the envelope, someone else puts it in the mail for you. Makes sense, doesn't it? Okay, so I am going to share my poem that absolutely mitigates verbal abuse and bullying. And I'm excited about it from the standpoint that it's written simply enough that it translates well into other languages. And if I have my way, it'll be translated into all languages at some point. So I want you to imagine being at a verbal abuse, domestic violence gathering of these incredible, primarily women and children who have been beaten down and verbally abused. And they are doing their best to find their voice and tell the truth. And they practice reading this poem until they feel like they really get it in a way that they're happy about. So I'm going to share it with you now. It's called Shame on You. It says, Shame on You, a poem about verbal abuse and bullying, sent to you anonymously as a serious wake-up call. Shame, shame, shame on you. Do you even know the damage that you do? It hurts everyone to see how you treat us. Like we are dumb and stupid, you verbally beat us. Shame on you for the tyrant that you are, spewing mean, angry swords as you leave another scar. What you value is control, you freak. How dare you terrorize we who are merely meek? Why do you shame and blame? Why, it's just another superiority game. It sadly makes you feel superior while thrashing an innocent being's interior. Your ugly game has absolutely no winner. It only makes you a self-righteous sinner. The only way out of your abusive game and really give up your shame and your blame is to find real values, good and true, and plant them inside and make them part of you. The truth of the matter and the truth about you is that you are miserable, unhappy, and don't know what to do. I say unto you, you must change what you do. Plant seeds that give value, like esteem, love, and trust. For your behavior is destructive, and change it you must. Shame, shame, shame on you. Wake up now to see and change the damage that you do. And when people receive that in the mail, addressed to them, sent anonymously on purpose, and of course, there's no punishment, there's no recrimination, nobody to throw under the bus. It is about the message. And people are happy to realize they don't have to get all triangulated and strangulated and crazy over this, trying to confront it. I have made it easy, simple, clear, and it's effective. In the next video, I'm going to talk a lot about the imbalance of power and how this process is absolutely an act of power. It protects innocent people from all walks of life, all ages, in all cultures, which makes me incredibly grateful. So yes, I give this process to anybody and everybody, carte blanche. Everybody gets it for free if I can possibly give it to them. And by the way, it just says copyright 2006 anonymousexpressions.com, which is fine with me. Anybody finds I wrote it, I'm happy to stand up and say, you bet I did. And I'm happy to share the amazing results that people are experiencing with this process. So join me for the next video. We'll talk about how this is an act of power, how it levels the playing field, and we'll talk about imbalances of power within relationships. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.